We're listening to Ride. We're listening to Ride today. We're listening to Nowhere by Ride. Nowhere by Ride. We're checking this out because recently I did have it in Las Vegas. It got me thinking about Dream Pop. It got me thinking about shoegaze. And it was on my head. It was on my mind. I've been recommended this a bunch of times, even way back when I did Slow Dive for the very first time. A band whose discography I still need to dive into. I remember seeing it a while ago in like this guide map of shoegaze, of having it be in the very center. So from what I understand about this album, it's very pivotal album in the shoegaze community. People were also talking about another Ride album that people enjoy, not this one. I think that maybe the one that followed up after this that people like. If you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, feel free to like and subscribe. Drop your recommendations down below in the comments. If you want to catch the whole version of this review, the whole uncut version, that'll be up over on my Patreon. My patrons also over there got to see this video uncut and live as well. Track 1 is Seagull. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay, that was a very much kind of post-rock kind of momentum throughout that entire song. Usually shoegaze is the kind of genre that you listen to and you kind of melt away. But that was groovy. That was danceable. You know what I mean? You don't really hear much like that. To notice what he was saying on that last verse, kind of putting himself in a higher position using a seagull metaphor. Usually when I think of a seagull, I don't think of like a dominant bird. I think of just a bird that's just walking around the beach looking for fries. No one crazy, not like an eagle, but he really gives himself that bird's eye view, literally in the situation. Kind of tries to put himself above that pain, above that person that kind of did him dirty. I like that. I loved his vocals. I love how they were coherent. Let's get into number 2. Number 2 note is Kaleidoscope. Is this the Stone Roses or am I? Definitely sounded like something that I might find off of Stone Roses, self-titled. The guitar kind of was reminiscent of the Smiths a little bit. I think I'd like to hear a little remix of them doing a Smith song. I love, his kind of expectations toward this person were kind of killed a little bit. I like that song a lot. Definitely was not the kind of vibe I was expecting already into this album. It still did kind of keep that shoegaze flair a little bit, even though it kind of heard a different sound, which I love going into these albums. It's so funny because the shoegaze albums and the shoegaze songs that I like the most are the ones that kind of have a few shoegaze aspects and some other kind of inspirations from other genres as well. The next track, which is Polar Bear.
She was able to fly, but just when she came down, she had dust on her hands from the sky. But when she said please, raise the roof higher, nobody heard. They never noticed the road.
Oh, this is my favorite, yeah. An acoustic guitar? Oh, I love the drums on here. I'm loving that. I think, did she become a seagull too? Did she try flying too, like as if he did in the first one? But he still expresses his love for her even more, kind of growing even more on this. He asks himself, is this such a bad thing that I want to be with you 24/7? You know what I mean? And one can answer yes or no to that question. Depends on who you ask. Love that one though. I think instrumentally impressive. They were 20 when they recorded this, and they sound so sonically mature. Wow, 20? 20 is crazy. I would have never been able to guess that. Whenever I think of people making shoegaze, I think of people in their 30s. I don't know why I think of people in their 30s. I wonder why that this is their kind of most renowned album if they were so young when they made it. What happened? Kind of really melted away in that one. Let myself be taken away by that. I love the mix on the guitar. Perfect. Let's get into number 4 now, which is Did I Skip in a Different Place? Yeah, this is me. Man. Yeah, carry that out, bro. Oh, crying, pissing, shitting, all three. That was insane. I can't believe I almost skipped that for a second. Just an absolutely beautiful song. I love the guitar in it from start to finish. Loved his vocals. Nothing bad I can remotely even say about that. And I love the way it was carried out to and finished itself out. Well, I was really expecting this album to be like the least successful out of the big three like shoegaze albums, and it's not. I think if I had to get into, if I had to get anyone into shoegaze as of right now, halfway through this album, I think that this is a good place to start him off on. Vocals are not too buried in the mix where you can't really appreciate him. Everything is just kind of at a steady level, and maybe that's why I don't see as much praise for this album as the other two. I understand that when it comes to shoegaze, a lot of people like to feel engulfed by the sound. That's why people like a lot of albums like Loveless when you can't really fucking understand them and it's just giving you tinnitus. This is a little different. It's still loud. It's still bringing that energy, but it's just a little bit more stripped back. 5, I believe now, which is Dreams Burn Down. Interesting drums to start us off. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, I low-key been waiting on this. Oh no, go crazy. Come. This album just continues to kind of up the ante every time. Right after I said this album was calmer, we get the most intense post-chorus guitar we've gotten yet. Wow. Ride were easily the most commercially successful of the three, but I think they're not as loved because they went into a Brit-pop direction after the first two albums. Fuck. Which case, Oasis review when? I actually got a lot of Oasis recommendations on the board that I posted today, and I think it's because of their reunion. People want me to listen to Oasis, which honestly, should I? Today's gonna be the day. I don't want to fall into the habit I get with these reviews where I listen to one song, I'm like, that's my favorite. I listen to a new song, that's my favorite. But I think this album is just continuing to evolve and bring so much to the table for me right now. Let's get into this next one, which is I don't like that one. I just think of the grand scheme of this album, it's my least favorite. Decaying, trying to enjoy the present moment while we still have very kind of dramatic lyrics. I still thought it was great. I just think it was kind of lacking like a guitar presence that I wanted more on the other songs. Paralyzed. Oh, damn. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, that was an interesting song for me. You know, at first I was super intrigued by the guitars, and as it progressed, it kind of lost me. But it pulled me back in towards the end of that, which I liked a lot, which I loved a lot. I think there's no doubt about it that, you know, the midway section of this album is where it peaks. But from what I'm seeing, this final song is the most streamed. Let's listen. Vapour Trail.
strong, then you fade away. The sun will blind my eyes. I love you anyway. The blue sky.
Oh, I love these vocals, right?
You seem to come and go. I never seem to know. And all my time is yours as
Oh, this is such an interesting phaser. That was such a good way to close out the record. That was such a good way to close out the record. Man, can we hold on? First things first. I want to talk about something that no one's thinking about. That tambourine is doing something to me. That tambourine was doing something to me. Listen, there's something about this song being so sad, and then just hearing that percussion. Hearing that percussion in the back just kind of lift up that heavy boulder for us in our lives. That was amazing. He gives a fuck. He cares about this person. You know, that seemed that did him wrong in the first song. He kind of grows fond of this person, fond of this visual, despite everything. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? God, that was great. I love that final track. I'm so happy that we ended strong. I was not expecting that song to kind of go in an instrumental direction second half as well. I was expecting to kind of hear the most accessible thing off of this. It was kind of the, you know, just honestly the best elements of this album kind of put into one song, which is why I think it might be the most popular one off of here. That was a great listen, guys. Thank you for being here tonight, showing up. I consider y'all dear friends of mine. That's all I gotta say about this album right now. I'm enjoying this one. I'm excited to see where this is gonna go in the next ranking coming up within the next 3 days, but or 5 days. If you're new to the YouTube channel, feel free to like and subscribe. Comment your recommendations down below. If you want me to check out that sophomore Ride album, feel free to let me know. Branson Mita, love you guys. Have a good night, guys. Have a good night. Thank you.